sure they're there. They will cheer you up, I know. You can be sure they care. When you're cleaning tack, when you're moving muck, when you're doing all your chores, still you're having fun, you don't seem to mind, 'cause you know you and your horse are friends, friends, they're your friends.
Horses come in all shapes and sizes, different breeds and different colours. This is an Appaloosa, like the Indians rode. And this is a Palomino, a little chestnut pony. And two very different Shetland ponies. This chap is bigger than the Shetlands, but he's only a foal. Here's his mum. Yes, of course. They're Shires. This is a very polished, posh pony. And here, a very happy horse. Horses have been granting our wishes for thousands of years. Throughout the world, they've carried man and his goods from place to place. Our bonus is having them as beautiful and faithful friends that give us hours of pleasure, both as riders and spectators.
Hello, I'm Louise Hall-Taylor, and this is Paddock Farm, and it's going to be our home while we learn about horses. We're going to learn how to look after horses and how to ride them. And Ali Remen, whose home this is going to teach us all we want to know.
Ali, what about choosing a first pony to ride?
Well, with the first pony, the breed isn't particularly important. It's the size and the temperament that really matters.
Yeah, but how do you choose the temperament of a horse?
Well, the temperament, you want to talk to the previous owner, find out what sort of riding work it's done.
All right, well, let's try and find a mount for Rebecca. Rebecca?
Right.
Hello, Rebecca. This is Rebecca. Now, how would I find a suitable mount for Rebecca?
Now, I know Rebecca very well. Rebecca's 10 years old. She's been doing a lot of riding, gymkhanas, a lot of fun, things like that. So she's a confident rider.
Okay, I'm going to try and find you the horse of your dreams.
Well done, Louise, you've practiced.
Oh, can't believe it. So, why is this the right pony for Rebecca?
Well, it's not too big, it's not too small. And I actually know the history of the pony. It will easily carry her weight, and it will be easy enough for her to control and have a lot of fun on.
Super. Oh, well, I'm glad I found one thing. The perfect mount for everybody is one of these. Are you ready, everybody?
Yep.
Mount up. Last one onto the forest is a city. Come on. Time to get kitted out for our first lesson. We went to Croxted Saddlery, where you can buy absolutely everything you could possibly think of to do with horses. Row upon row of expensive leather saddles. A welly boot for
That
horses?
is basically, you can either have it, you could use it as a poultice boot if you wanted to hold a poultice on, or if a horse has got a very damaged hoof, and it protects it from the hard surface. You wouldn't actually ride them with it, it's a protection, a rest.
More and more saddles. Dressage, jumping, hacking, big horses, little ponies.
Neats for all. This is for putting on saddles and
There's
bridles,
oils for
keeping the
hooves,
leather
soaps
nice and
for
soft
saddles,
and supple.
pills, potions and
Protects
poultices
against
for
the weather.
ponies, liniments
The
for
horse
ligaments.
sweats, all that.
What's this? A string yashmak? No, it's a fly fringe. A selection of bridles and bits to suit all sorts of heads.
I've got one that's not linked up there.
And things that glow in the early morning light.
Pop it on, so then cars can see you. I'll pop it on. And you can see how nicely it shows up. It's a bit big for you.
Goes down to her knees.
But imagine if you were riding early in the morning or something like that. You can really be seen.
Well, so much for the horses. Now what about us?
Look at those great tail coats. I should have to be very good at riding, wouldn't you, to live up to your jacket? What would you like to dress up as?
I don't know really. Best to be a rider.
How would we find a really good fitting hat for Scott?
Right. First of all, we have to decide what he's actually going to do. If he's going cross-country, for instance, we need a skull cap, which conforms to BS standard 4472. First of all, we make sure the hat fits, nice and snug fitting, and it's not too tight on his head anywhere. Okay. And it's not
This has a
actually
sort of leather.
This is a
piece down the
leather
back.
harness at the back as well, which you must make sure all the harnesses are adjusted so that they're a fairly tight fit.
And that protects.
The leather harness protects the neck there, so it stops a little bit of whiplash as well.
And he's got a chin.
And he's got a chin, but the chin holds it on. That's a leather chin strap rather than a plastic one.
Now, what about just general riding? If he was going to
Just-
go for riding lessons and hacking out, would he wear a hat like this?
He would still wear a hat to BS 4472, but he would wear a velvet one. He would either wear a skull cap with a velvet cover on it, or he would wear a velvet covered riding hat. And that's one of these. And being a boy, he'd wear black rather than navy.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. And a good test of the hat is if he just bends forward from the waist, right forward, and the hat shouldn't slip off at all. So he doesn't.
If perhaps you're not sure that your child really wants to take up riding seriously, it's quite an investment, isn't it, for those three?
To start with, in the very beginning, you're better to go to a good reputable riding school and they will hire you a hat or even lend you a hat.
What about jobbers? Are jobbers really necessary?
Well, again, a little bit the same applies. For the first few weeks, send your child in a pair of, tracksuit bottoms or something like that, without the seam on the inside, because it can rub, and fairly tight fitting so they don't get caught in anything.
And what about feet?
You want to have a shoe with no buckle, a slight heel, a flat sole. Again, eventually it's the best to get a jobber boot. Okay, now today we're going to first of all learn how to get on. So I'm going to use Emily, as Emily's never been on a horse before. So we're going to show Emily how to get on. So if you all want to watch, then we'll all have a go in a minute. Now, the very first thing we have to do before we mount is check our tack. So the first thing we do is look at the bridle. And the lead rein is connected, everything is connected properly. All right, these are the reins. Now, first thing we do then is we pull the stirrups down. Next thing we've got to do is see how long your legs are. Do you know how we measure your legs? By your arm. Isn't that funny? Put your fingers on the top there, and this should go into your arm. What she's doing now, she's measuring the length of stirrup. Can you walk round, Jackie, and pull the other stirrup down for me? That's it. That's the piece you put your foot in. Pull it down. That's it. Now you come back round this side, not round the back. Always go round the front. Then, underneath here, this is the girth. So I'll do it for you. Just gently pull the girth up, and it's nice and tight. Pull the girth guard down, put this down. Now the saddle is in position. Okay, now, to get on, it's funny, but you face your horse's tail. That's a funny way round, isn't it? Now, let's have a go. So the first thing we do is buckle in the right hand. That's this one. Hold it as tall as you can. You slide your left hand all the way down until you can feel a little bit there. Hold a little bit of the neck as well. That's it, nice and tight. Face the tail. Where's the tail? Down there. Turn the stirrup to face you. Pop that. If you put that one in, you'll face the wrong way. Put that one in there. That's a good girl. That's it. Now, I'll help you a little bit, but this hand, Emily, oh, Goldie, this hand is going over here. All right? Hold on to here. Don't hold on to the mouth. Hold on to the neck and the mane as well. Right, now 3 big hops. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. Sit gently in the saddle. You can put your foot in both the stirrups. Can you see, Lee? Can you see? Good. Okay, now, first of all, Tom has to hold the reins correctly. So put the buckle on the rein, pick them up like you pick up a pastry roller. Oh, you would pick it up like that. You drop it. That's it. Then put your thumbs on top. Point your thumbs towards the ears, and the little finger is outside there. Right, rein's just a tiny bit shorter now. I'll hold this, you slide your hands down. That's a good boy. Put your thumb on top of the rein. And we cut this bit there out of the way. Now, the very basic position that we're working towards is this. It's a straight line. If you imagine a pin stick person on a horse, not saying you're a pin stick person, but now, first thing, he's going to look straight forward between his pony's ears, looking up where he's going. We have a straight line from his ear, his shoulders back, to his shoulder, to his hip, and gradually bringing it back to his heel. So push the heel a little bit there. That's it, well done. Now I'll just stand back and see if I've got my perfect pin stick man. All right? Lovely, good boy, very nice. And now another line we have to have is a straight line from his elbow through his hand to the horse's mouth. At the moment it's a little bit of a broken line. All right? So now I want you to lift, sit up, sit up. Don't forget to stick up here. Elbows a little bit bent. So now we have a straight line. Hold them up there. You see? That's it. You've got to hold it up yourself. Otherwise this happens and you're pulling down on the bit. A straight line all the time. That's nice. Lovely. Thank you very much. I'd like to go back in the line. Thank you.
For this lesson is Lee, who's partially handicapped. With sympathetic teaching from Ali, he's able to enjoy riding as much as any child.
Oh, but on the ball of your foot there. Now it's difficult to keep your foot there, but we must try and keep it. Now we're all going to quietly walk off. We're going to walk forward. So the first thing you do before you walk forward is you gather up your reins. So Victoria, shorten up your reins, look up at the fence, and quietly a little kick with your leg. Try not to swing it backwards and forwards and walk on. All right. Okay, and the next now. As the horses walk, they walk with their legs in what we call a 4-time beat. That's what gives you the nice movement, the swingy movement in the walk.
This is Bella. You'll see quite a lot of her demonstrating her perfect paces. This is the walk. Watch the different coloured bandages. The hooves strike the ground one at a time. Blue, white, red, brown. Thank you, Bella.
We've learnt the 2 very basic things. A little kick with your leg sends your horse forward. A little feel on the rein stops your pony.
Doing 3 hops and leaping onto the back of the pony is all very well, except what happens if you have short legs like mine and a very big horse? Oh, have a go. No chance. That's when you need one of these. Come on, Minnie. This is a mounting block. And it makes life much easier. Now I know why you should wear jobbers and not jeans. It's this double seam on the inside of the jeans, which is pressing against the strap, which is jolly uncomfortable. I wonder how I get off. We'd better go back to the lesson. Now we're going to dismount. So, both feet out of the stirrups. Swing your legs around. Really swing your legs. Both feet out, Emily. That's it. Buckle in the right hand. Hold the buckle up. Right up. The other right, Victoria. Buckle in the other hand. That's it. Slide the left hand all the way down. Throw the end away. Boink. That's it. Keep your legs swinging. Now, keep hold of the reins, Emily. Your right leg goes behind the back of the saddle. And a loud click of your heels behind the horse. Land on your toes and bend your knees. Remember, don't let go of your ponies. Right. Tom, off we go. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And the next. 1, 2, 3. Off you go. Loud click. Bend your knees and land on your toes. And again, Victoria. Bend your knees. Well done. Now, don't forget to make a fuss of your ponies. Well done. Little trot. Now trot, unlike the walk, is very bouncy.
When the horse trots, it moves opposite diagonal legs together, the reds, and then springs to the other diagonals, the whites, creating a 2-time gait.
For the very first time we trot, I want you to hold the front of the saddle. Now that's called the pommel. It's the little arch that's in front of you. So you've still got to think of the same position that you had in the walk, but you hold the pommel, and you can all sit up tall and hold it, so you pull yourself into the saddle. Okay, so we'd all like to walk on. Lee, again, a little kick with your leg, and you become leading file, all right? That's it, good boy. And again, Tom, off you go. Good boy. Maybe not quite so far away from your legs, all right? Now, sitting trot, Lee. Good boy. Good boy, nice and tall, Lee. Well done. Really like a soldier, Lee. Oh, that's bouncy, isn't it? Well done, nice and tall. Keep your left leg as long as you can, Lee. Make that left leg longer. That's a good boy. So Tom, sit up like that soldier. Come on. All right, then Jackie, in a minute, we're going to do about 3 or 4 strides of trot and then walk again. All right? Now I'm here. Keep that heel down. Right, off we go. Trot on. Run a bit, Jackie. Hold tight. Good boy. Very good. You like that? Sit up a bit taller and walk. That's lovely. Now hold tight. Sit up really tall now. That's it, Louise. Leave his head as much as you can. Good girl. Very nice. Pushing the heel down. All right, Louise, that's lovely. That's enough. Now walk on again. Now we've covered the sitting trot. We're now going to do the rising trot. Now, so the rising trot makes it more comfortable for the rider, and most important, it makes it more comfortable for the horse. Now, let's see what the rising trot is. Tom, what's happened to your position? You look at your hands, goodness me. That's it. Now, sit up, let go of the next step. In the rising trot now, all you do is stand up in your stirrups now. That's it. Woo, keep your woo. That's it. Can you do this, Emily? Whoa. Now sit. And up. And sit. Not so fast, Emily. Up. And sit. And up. And sit. Right, now take hold of your neck straps. Now, shall we have a go one at a time? So if you watch, Emily. Tom, if you want to walk on. Now, little kick with your leg. You're right, Jackie. Right, you trot on, Tom. Sit up nice and tall. And listen to me. Right, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, a bit higher, up, down, and more definite, up and down. Good boy, up, down, and walk and rest. Well done. Little kick with your leg, Emily. Up, down. Push that heel down if you can. Push your heel down, Emily. Push your heel. Good girl, push the heel.
up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Very good, and walk and rest. Right, let's just walk on. Well done, make a fuss of your horses. All right, if you'd all like to turn in, that's excellent for the first time. Turn in. Did you enjoy that, Tom? Bit bouncy, isn't it? But soon when you learn the rising trot, it doesn't feel so bad. Well done, super.
We went on an expedition to London to discover the origins of the horse.
And where better to come and find out about the evolution of the horse than here at the Natural History Museum. Just look at this lot. Who knows where the horses are? Okay.
The displays are terrific and full of information. We found out that the horse is part of a family, which includes the zebra and the ass. The collective name of this group is equids.
Yeah?
Look at the front teeth of the horse are more like scissors, but the back ones are more like grinding equipment, so they can chew the food more easily.
You can clearly see the similarity in the body shape of the members of the equid family. And we learnt some interesting facts about donkeys.
Look, dairy donkeys. Hey, donkey milk is low in fat and has high sugar content. In medieval times, it was thought to be a good diet for invalids, so donkey herds were kept for their milk.
Good heavens.
There was an interactive display tracing the horse's development backwards over 50 million years, from the modern horse back to a creature the size of a fox called a Hyracotherium. At various stages we had to decide which branch of the family survived and press the right button.
So which one do you think survived? Yeah? Whee! Oh God, he's a funny looking creature.
See? Can you see here he's starting to have the toes again?
You can see how large and athletic the horse became, so that he could outwit his enemies with his size and speed. Nearby, there was a complete skeleton of a horse and his mate.
Yeah.
Just look how uncomfortable it must be to ride without a saddle, with the bones of the spine sticking up so close to the surface.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, now one of the great things about coming to a day to London is to go and see the changing of the guard. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go.
At the changing of the guard, the police horses are used to control the traffic and the crowd. There are over 200 horses in the Metropolitan Police Force. They can serve up to 17 years, usually with the same rider for their entire working lives. Qualifications for the job include being over 16 hands, weighing over half a ton, and having a calm temperament. They have to undergo rigorous training for 6 months to enable them to deal with any situation in the London streets. The policeman told us their horses' names.
What are their names? Oracle, Maestro, and Kestrel. Kestrel.
Other famous London horses are those of the Horse Guards. We watched the changing of the watch.
They'll be pleased to have a walk.
Oh, yes. It's gone stiff like that.
Don't forget to make a fuss of your horse.
This is the way. Look, buckle in the left hand, slide the right hand down, throw the. Yeah.
After a day in the saddle, even the most advanced rider may experience a slight stiffness in the lower regions. I do hope he's not going disco dancing tonight.